wholesale shopping. Cheer.com. Factory prices.
Look on. Deep point, deep square leg. The first 6 overs, the power play. They are the two fielders outside the circle. Srilanka, oh dear, briefly, 4 runs. That is time to perfection. Confidence booster for Tanzania. Good attempt by Mahesh Deekshana. Sprinted from mid-on, trying to play straight as possible, not getting the length right there. And one Tushara. Mahesh Deekshana did everything right. Initially, it was Srilanka showing commitment. Puts the slide in and take a look at the right hand. That's where it went wrong. Unfortunately, that resulted in a boundary for Sri Lanka. Good start for Bangladesh. Good cricketing shots. It's riding the bounce, hitting through the line. Now, how long will they keep that going? Pace is something that I would like to 140 on a good day. Probably again a bit of nerves are playing after a while. You mentioned 7 months since Sri Lanka is playing a T20 cricket. It's somewhat really a start for the players who are only playing T20 cricket to get used to the atmosphere in the middle, to the conditions. And that's where I think Bangladesh can pounce on early on in the power play to set the tone. Searching for that late in Deepak Nuwantushara. There's not a lot of swing on offer though. You've seen him hoop at heaps. Looking at the flags on top of the scoreboard, it's not that when it comes to the breeze. Into movement as you expect with the new ball for Nuwantushara. To counter it, I think Tanzania is doing well by having a short bat lift and playing good strokes, trying to play it straight as possible. That's a good option to have. Bowlers like Nuwantushara, Matishapati and all these players. Yeah, a couple of dots. And Tanzania tries to go over the top. I was trying to go through the offside. From the bottom hand, came through a little too early. Right towards mid-on. But the right option for me. At your sighters, try and maximize the power play. Lots of people coming in from that was overseas, but here in Sri Lanka, probably you've got to go back 9 months. Hence, hungry for entertainment. I believe second T20 in Dambulla and then on to Colombo for the third. They're all sold out. 2 overs bowled. Bangladesh are 15 for no loss. Leading the team here. Probably even been looked at for a long-term role across formats, but he'll have to show his capabilities. Binra Fernando. 1 over for Chamika Karunaratne. And the tall left armer. Vanderset as well again. Excellent work by Jeffrey Vanderset. That went quick. Just a matter of time. He just got down and straight away, probably even before he realizes the ball came and struck his hand. Excellent. Good intent shown by the batters as well as good start by the fielders of Sri Lanka. Yeah, that will sing for a while. Bowling in overreach.
Bowlers are very used to that. Slow ball into the pitch. This is his strength.
Slightly dragged down by Vito Fernando. 126 almost. And I thought Iman was early for the stroke. Yeah, very early. It's early indications of the slowness of the pitch. And I mentioned it looks much more drier than the previous game. Taking note, the Bangladesh bowlers, they'll be probably saying, so bowling to the pitch was a ball. So hardness can be a good option.
Hussein Iman, what a shot that was.
That time it was a slow delivery. 111.5, picked the length early, middled it so long. Oh, lovely, good shape, going with the turn. That was the best part about it. Into the grass planks, an 88-meter monster.
Made it look effortless. No change in the field. Trying to bowl it away from his arc.
Picked it early. Slow ball into the pitch. Middle of the bat. Lovely. Not at all struggling. Didn't like his lift down spinner. That was a massive hit. But when in doubt, slow ball or going full Yorker probably will be the way forward for any bowler in the power play.
Probably a couple. They'll run hard. Tanzil didn't want it.
Excellent by Patum Nissanka. This time he made sure, picked it up early and threw in one motion. It's a better length, better line by Bruno Fernando. In the pace up again at 129.2. Against Tanzil Tamim, there will be a different sort of a game plan. He likes to use the feet, and that's exactly what Kusal Mendis just mentioned to Charika Srilanka.
Decent start. Quietly look to accelerate. That was there. He's actually played over it. Didn't bounce.
Tanzil tried to, but the difference was this was phase on. It was there, back of the length, just set up nicely. Certainly looking at the pitch, just not the paciest when it comes to comparing from the last game. That was the other line as well. Tanzil Hasan, if he had wanted to go extra cover, that would have been a better choice. Probably premeditated.
Doesn't get enough. Doesn't get enough. So it's a good over after that 6. 24 for none. Two more games remaining. Bangladesh's tour of Sri Lanka. 2 test matches. ODI series which featured 3 games. Both series finishing in Sri Lanka's favour. Fourth bowler introduced for the 4th over of the innings. Nice diction these days. He's trying to be unpredictable. Not allowing batters to settle in.
Nice diction the first ball. He had the 2 fielders outside the circle and deep mid. Long on. This line, probably for my liking, probably was stumpish. This will confirm us. Not a bad delivery at all. That was almost like a Yorker, but not did well. Staying low and tight mid straight as possible.
Two in the deep, that's mid wicket and long on. This could be tight. Tanzit does well, gets the dive out and he's safe.
A quicker throw from short square leg would have been a different story. Running with the stroke, Kusal Janitera, wicket-keeper by trade, doesn't have the strongest of arms. But that was identified the two batters early. Excellent start for Bangladesh.
দুজনের বন্ডিংটা থাকে নাকি ভালো, কিন্তু স্বামী মশলায় যে বাংলাদেশের মাদার শুধু রান আউট করায় ওর যে কটা খেলা দেখেছি অধিকাংশ ও রান আউট করায়।
Inside edge.
In the formula, you probably won't see Mahesh Deekshana bowling the off spinners. He has the two fielders down the left side saving the boundary, and predominantly it's going to be the carom delivery. This occasion, inside edge saved Tanzit, but I like the fact he's bowling back of the length rather than going fuller and straight.
But a couple of days ago, the night's session, we saw the balls kick through a little bit more. And hence that's the length that will give him the most effect of this pitch.
The difference is, Russell, as far as I'm concerned, this pitch looks much drier than the ODI. That can be the one reason. But certainly, this type of surface, the length becomes very important. You don't want to be too short. It sits up, full, you go the pin length is what Mahesh Deekshana should target and carry on.
Lovely shot. Really, really good. I like the stride he got in and reached for that.
Yes, it was risky. It was straight down the line. But he picked up the length pretty early. Had a very good hit position. Last moment and a good shot. Not trying to to the field and making sure he finds the gap. Excellent stuff by Mon.
It's going really well. Usually his strike rate in the power play is just 118. Today he's bossing the situation. There we go. Gets even better from Imon. 14 off the Deekshana over and Bangladesh are 38 for none.
লাস্টে খালি কাস্তিন আছে আর এর আগে সব প্লেয়ার আছে
Very encouraging start here by Bangladesh, going out to 9.5 runs per over. Exactly what the doctor ordered, and they need to continue that. Have a good power play.
বাংলাদেশে শ্রীলঙ্কা
Just a quiet little push through for a single. Tanzit Tamim really needs to give that support because Imon is showing that he's going to go off. If Imon is striking the ball nicely, his partner's job is to make sure that he's on strike most of the times. But you have to say it's a very good and promising start by the Bangladeshi openers. Unscathed and at the same time scoring at a good rate. And that's why there is a profound smile on Shameen Chaudhary's face, and I like it. Well, let's hope it continues. It's a good start, but you never know. In this funny old game, things can turn around, particularly in this format, when you know that you're going very smoothly on a couple of wickets and the whole scenario changes. Bangladesh will take it. That's the start they've been looking at. They've got it so far. It's up to these two to carry on. Swing after now. That's safe. Very safe and very fortunate. Got the splice of the bat reared up on him. Not in control at all.
Yeah, he's in a chameleon mode. Pervez Sanimo is showing no respect to the bowlers. He's looking.
Return Kumar Das, the captain comes in. They've got to start, but they would like the opening pair to take it further. That's not happened. Oh, he's got the runs. 2,139. Great average, 22.52.
He's an aggressor, and the stage is set for him to be himself. Another bowling change has been rung by the captain, the left armer Benora, back into the attack.
And he's gone the full hog with that one. He's thrown his bat at that one. The 50 comes up for Bangladesh in only the 6th over.
He's not stuttering on the cue. Pervez anymore. Very convincing he's been so far. Once he decides, he's fully committed to a stroke. And that's why he's been finding boundaries consistently and regularly.
And that was the problem with Tanzit Tamim. I didn't think when he tried to hit that he was traveling at a rate of knots.
No half measures. Excellent effort and shot third man. Shara was alert.
Return Kumar Das is going to be alert. Been short of runs in the recent past. But he's such a capable.
It becomes very difficult for a batter when he's an old legend. Control such a stroke. Sees the ball toss, wants to go for it, and had to check at the last moment because the ball was tipping. Had he gone with the stroke, he would have been beat.
Awaits on that slow one. They've employed those slow deliveries exceedingly well. Really told the Bangladeshi batters, make your own pace. Go for it. Produce the runs. Well, Return Kumar Das has got just 130 runs in the last 5 innings. Average of 26, strike rate of 131, highest of 48 and 48. If you can replicate that in this match, that'll do wonders for him and his team. Benora into second. Good in the field. The Lankans always alert, supporting their bowlers.
He's already scored 100 in this format for Hassan Imam. And looks like that he's in the mood again. He is taking too many chances. Almost every delivery. He has a belief that he can send the ball towards the boundary line.
Some cover on the overthrow. That completes an 8-run over. Power play done and dusted. 54 for 1.
It's been one of the better power plays for Bangladesh in recent times. Last 10 or 12 matches, they've been around the 38-39 mark in the first 6 overs. They're doing much better in this power play. Came out with a sense of purpose.
Yeah, you use the word purpose. It was there and it was reflecting in their attitude. Stayed very positive until this happened. Chance.
Really had to put his skates on, didn't he? Yeah, what would it have been? We look at the throw coming in. Rud with Eton just running right in the middle. Maybe just. So he had it covered. He had that slide of the bat, extending the arms, making sure. To check. Good delivery. He was shaping. Did a big backflip. Then had to check it though.
But Shanaka is a T20 specialist. He's reading the mind of the batters quite nicely. Took the pace off by widening the grip on the ball. Yeah, Professor Sanibon needs to steady on. He has to change the gear now. Yeah, he has been batting quite positively, but I think this is the time he needs to be careful.
Liton Kumardas holds the record for the fastest T20 50. That was versus for Bangladesh. And that was the only 18 deliveries. So we'd like to have done the job of giving them the start they wanted. And now it's up to him, the skipper, to continue in the same way.
Just looking to get the middle of the pitch. He wants to entertain this capacity crowd here. And has he? No. Very close to the bat.
Well, he's been positive, but what he did was just go down the wrong line. Very, very fortunate. That was not too far away. Shimmy down the wicket, in range, but just that left foot and the balance on the onside and the ball holding its line on the offside. Cleverly bowled. I think the bowler saw him coming and just ensured that it was out of reach. Nice little tussle going on. Just the 2 runs in this over. Hardy waiting down the leg side. A polite inquiry. A leg by signaled of the last ball of the 7th over. 57 for 1.
কিরা আছে এরপর আছে নাইম, তারপরে আছে হৃদয়, আর মিরাজ, শামিল, তারপরে রিশাদ, তানজিদ, রিশাদ জাকির নিয়ে আসবে, রিশাদটা কি আসছে, সব ব্যাটিং আছে।
Inviting the opposition to bat, and Bangladesh have got off to a blistering start here. Jam-packed stadium here at Pallekalle.
আজকের বেলিয়া সকালে ঠিক আছে।
Starts to bowl well. There'll be problems for Bangladesh because he's got the talent, he's got the ability. Repertoire is packed with plenty of varieties. So is the
drag. The ball just angling away, basically. Not doing too much. It's just out of reach. It's a little bit of frustration.
Professor Sanibon has to realize that his captain is not comfortable out there in the middle. He has to take things in his hands. Try and play sensible, take the pressure off from Litton.
Sri Lanka have done. Right through him. right through everybody. What a delivery that was. Couldn't read it at all.
That's where. Right, huge difference. And that. Missed the stance by a whisker.
Super delivery. And it goes across to the offside. Tries to drag it forward a square. And goes for the second run. Running was decent enough.
He's a very good judge of runs. Scurries between those 22 yards.
Yeah, those 4 by runs really made the difference to this over. Already an 8-run over. And now, that's close, and that's been given. Going across the line, Liton Kumar Das. Is he pondering a review? If he felt they were gone for the review, I think he has.
We have a clear review for don't feel the field fair ability. I'll say to confirm whether there is It's coming up, rolling it. Pulling past the bat and the gloves. Yeah. Rolling it up to the bat. The flat line of the ball passes the bat and gloves. Confirm no bat in ball. Ball tracking minutes ready. Ball tracking coming up. Original edition is out. Ball.
Well,
That's what he does, Bandersen. He's a wicket-taking option. In his first over, he has removed the captain. And that is the peril. If as a batsman you don't, you always in danger. Timely wickets. For Sri Lanka, they're making a comeback. Bangladesh, 65 for 2.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम दोस्तों। तो जितने भी दोस्त ये मैच इस वक्त लाइव देख रहे हैं तो आप तमाम दोस्तों से मेरी ये रिक्वेस्ट है तो आप तमाम दोस्तों से मेरी यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि बहुत से दोस्त इस वक्त ये मैच लाइव देख रहे हैं लेकिन चैनल को जो है वो सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहे। तो आप तमाम दोस्तों से यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिए क्योंकि आपको फुल मैच की अपडेट जो है वो इसी चैनल पे देखने को मिलेगी। तो चैनल को लाजमी सब्सक्राइब कर लो। बहुत से दोस्त ये मैच लाइव देख रहे हैं लेकिन आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहे हैं। मैं देख रहा हूँ कि कौन कौन चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर रहा है। तो आप तमाम व्यूवर से यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर दो क्योंकि काफ़ी लोग मैच देखते हैं लेकिन चैनल को सब्सक्राइब नहीं करते। आज तो बिल्कुल आप लोगों ने सब्सक्राइब भी नहीं किया तो 75,000 लोग देख रहे हैं। आज मुझे सब्सक्राइबर जो मिले हैं वो सिर्फ मिले हैं तकरीबन 1,000 तकरीबन 1,500 के करीब मुझे सब्सक्राइबर मिले हैं। तो तमाम मेरी व्यूवर से यही तरह देता रहूँ। तो काफ़ी सारे लोग हैं इस वक्त अभी भी जो वो लाइव पर मेरे साथ मौजूद है लेकिन वो सब्सक्राइब नहीं कर रहे चैनल को। मेरी यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि फटाफट चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें। तो अभी 8 आवर्स हो चुके हैं और स्कोर है 65 रन। वो भी 2 विकेटों पर परवेज हसन, इमोन और नाइम जो वो क्रीज पर मौजूद हैं। अच्छी बल्लेबाजी कर रहे हैं दोनों बल्लेबाज। तो मेरी यार यही रिक्वेस्ट है कि बने रहें, सब्सक्राइब करते रहें।
And Liton Das, the option he took against the leg spinner trying to sweep probably was caused because of the shorter boundary to the leg side. It's only a 71 yard hit compared to the other ends. And that's what they do. Holds it quick and splits and fires it. Sri Lanka's plan obviously is wickets at this stage because Bangladesh have got off to a very good start. They're going at 9 runs and over at one stage. Now I thought Roshan was excellent. Just a couple of runs just to break the momentum. And that had to be Jeffrey Wenders to be target. This is excellent stuff by Sri Lanka. The first 6 overs quite expensive as you expect with the new ball. Knowing him, he will definitely target the boundary. At 2-8.
settled underneath it, and this crowd is going wild. But it's another important wicket for Sri Lanka.
That went to the moon. Rasun Shanaka, safe as houses. You cannot keep him off this game. Making comeback. Brilliant first over. And a good catch. Gives Mahesh Dekshana his first wicket in this game. Expensive in the first over. He gets a big breakthrough of the settled batter of Parvez Hossain Imam. 67 for 3 Bangladesh.
Is the new batter for Bangladesh. They've lost wickets a little bit too uncomfortably close to it. Closing in on 130, average close to 30, but it's a restart for the innings because Naeem has faced 2 deliveries and 1. Ridoy just about to face his first delivery, slip in. Sri Lanka has a tremendous opportunity to look to attack, create pressure from both ends.
Look to attack and do this, pick up wickets. Probably slowness of the pitch, that's why the bottom man came out. An excellent catch, almost misreading it initially, that's one. Ensure those bucket-like hands comes in handy. Excellent stuff by Sri Lanka. This is where I think best time for Sri Lanka to squeeze in some dot deliveries. Following the batter Mahesh Dekshana. Saw it early, 9 shape, giving himself room and stuff. Successful over comes to an end, 69. Well, I can tell you that Sri Lanka for 23 deliveries and a massive crowd. It's a sellout crowd at Palekele. Van de Sar continues. He swept off his leg stump, a low full toss. They are everywhere. Palekele usually does not miss walking in. Great news. The atmosphere is electric. The home side is doing well at the moment. I believe the capacity here is about 35,000 and it's almost full. Again gives himself a bit of room that time. Only a single, good work in the deep. Must tell you, Mahadar, the Sri Lankan fielding. Yes, there have been the odd misfield, but by and large, it's been very sharp and very good. Taken some outstanding catches in the one-day series. And they need to be at their best even in the T20s, and they look good. The fielding is all about attitude and body language and energy. That's, I think, whoever does that around the world in fielding sides does today. The fielding levels has definitely gone upwards. Some good energy, attitude, and people wanting, or the players wanting the ball to come to them, anticipating it. Just look at the crowd. It's magnificent. Again, not short. Played a lot of the back, lots of horizontal shots at the moment. But Van de Sar wouldn't mind it because he's only conceding singles at this stage. Into the 10th over, he's conceded 4 singles. 4 singles or 4 balls will be very good in T20 cricket. Making sure that you're not conceding boundaries. And has it gone all the way? I think it has. It's the first boundary, it's a maximum after 27 deliveries. A long part of the field is leg side to the left-hander. That's clearly goodly attempted by Jeffrey Van de Sar. The line was leg stumpish. Almost becomes a free hit. The LBW goes out of the window. That's a good hit. 66 meter. Made the difference
runs by bowling leg stump. Fantasy look to bowl that off stump line. They pitch soft hands, wanted a single, finishers with a dot, but still 10 runs for Bangladesh. So at the halfway stage, 79 for 3.
দুজনের রান করছে 51 রান, তিনজনেরা রান করে 30 রান 20 রান করে দিয়ে আউট। একদিকে দুই
6 bowlers used so far by the Sri Lanka captain, so the options are good. Ridoy on strike, and that one keeping low. That stayed down. Dasun Shanaka is excited. I don't think he touched anything. For Sri Lanka.
Now playing as a batting all-round this side, Dasun Shanaka certainly has started well. Ball was back of the lens, yes, slightly kept lower, but I don't think the line was there to play the cut shot for looking at the body language of
Again, well bowled, back-to-back dots.
a poor choice of strokes. 2 balls by Tawhid Ridoy. Too close, too full to play the cut shot. Probably would have been a better choice trying to play extra cover. Unless it's really short, it's a good shot to play. But if it's full, why not go extra cover, warm it off, both in the circle.
Short delivery. 2 is the call. He'll come back for 2. This is good thinking. Really good thinking by Shanaka. That time banging it short. Started off well. Bowled an excellent first over.
And bowled well within himself. Stumps to stump, change of pace, even the second delivery. As well as the third slow ball. There's Nijon Kumar just hitting the back of the length. Excellent start. Making a comeback never easy for a player. Though how long or how much cricket you have played. Playing international cricket after a while. Trying to make a statement. That's exactly how we start. Trying to smoke it through the offside. Tawhid Ridoy in this over is trying to...
So, just to correct myself, cover off the leather. That's the right thing. But looking to smash it.
Continuing his good work, Dasun. So 3 runs. Can he finish it off? First over, couple of runs. These 3 runs. More people in expecting them to get some seed, which will probably be struggle. Grass banks are full. The B upper, the A upper. The usual does not disappoint either this time as well.
land of the different যেমন চলতেছে প্রত্যেক ওভারে 3টা বল 4টা বল ধরে
Have started to look a little bit smaller. They started off well in the power plays, lost the wicket. Sri Lanka managing to pull it back, as I said, 82 for 3. On the off stump, nothing on the leg side, and he's got to be tight with his length. Ridoy on strike. And pace off. 55. I can tell you that these passionate volunteers have taken the initiative to clean the stadium all stadiums after the matches, helping keep our venues clean and green. So that's a great gesture. So we kindly remind everyone, all the fans, to dispose of waste responsibly and to minimize the use of plastic. Well, let's not forget to do our part to ensure no plastic ends up in our environment. Together.
Well done. Prashant for getting in everything in time. Very well done. Missed out. Main square would have been a better choice. Jinder Fernandez, this is what he does. In the middle overs, pace off into the pitch. As far as Bangladesh batters are concerned, it won't be a bad shot to gain that bit of advantage of
Equal length. That's what he does expertly well. He also mixes it up. Tall lad. This time Fuller. But just a single down to long on. He's conceded 3 singles of the first 3 deliveries.
The length for Binder Fernando. That's his natural length. Back of the length. Slow ball or seam up deliveries. That's what he's with his height. He likes to hit the back of the length and try and get that extra bounce. To get the 175, 180 Roshan, which we feel is a fast score, even a 170, looking at how the pitch is slowing down a bit. I think Tawid Ridor has been the most consistent batter in the last couple of years. T20 cricket has to be the one, has to be aggressive, as well as tying back for a longer period. Naeem Sheikh, he opens the batting most of the time, batting at number 4. It'll be a game change of plans. But this is where I feel Sri Lankan bowlers, if they are not concede the boundaries, it's more than comfortably full, I'll tell you. It's uncomfortably full. Such a big crowd in. Pace off from Fernando, who bowls that length quite well. Does very well. Ball into his full, certainly. 3 fielders outside the circle. Third man, very wide third man, or deep extra cover long off. The right hander, the line has to be the same. To the left hander, Naeem Sheikh, it will be a longer hit towards the scoreboard. Target midland leg rather than going off stump and trying to turn it back into the stumps. Last ball of the over. Now, that's very well bowled. That's cleverly bowled. What was the batter thinking? Was he thinking it was over the shoulder? I don't think the umpire thinks that way. So Binder Fernando finishes with a dot, a precious dot. 87 for 3.
Bangladesh trying to regroup after the loss of 3 wickets. They started off with a bang, that's for sure. In the first power play, 54 for 1, and in the next 6 overs, 33 for 2. Tells you a story. And that is the control that the Sri Lankans can take credit for with some excellent bowling.
Yeah, once the field was spread, the bowlers, especially Dasun Shanaka, the 2 spinners, they've been bowling it into the pitch. And the pace has gotten... the pace not there to play our shots freely. Beautiful night here. Holiday, the full moon Poya day. Massive crowd in as well. Most runs for Bangladesh in the last 2 years in T20 internationals. That's Tawid Roy. 706. Litton Das, he's failed today. Well, I think Jakar Ali, he needs to come in as soon as possible because he's had a feel for the wicket. Spend time out there, Shamim.
Oh, that's by some good bowling. Look at that. Died on it.
Yeah, Jakar Ali not playing today. There you go. So something that you can do that works on this pitch. The change of pace. Now, we saw those averages and the strike rates. But right throughout, it's been Bangladesh's big problem. The runs and strike rate. God, smartly taken by Pusal Mendes.
Yeah, trying to get a move on. It's just playing inside the line, trying to cut that ball. It's too close to cut, actually. It's not in control. It's just getting bogged down. He's just trying to manufacture a shot. And in the process, that was away, balances the other way, and he got a thick outside edge. Easy for Kusal Mendes to take it. And another one goes to Bangladesh. It's an important wicket of Tawid. Gone for 10. 89 for 4. And Miraj comes in when Bangladesh cannot just hang about. 117 is strike rate, 27th innings, 26th innings, lot to work. Well, he's enjoying it.
Well, he's been following the cricket right along. There at the test matches in Colombo. He's changed colours as well. Well, but we're mentioning the problem that Bangladeshi batters have. The strike rate along with the runs. They've got to work together. That's not happening. Miraj off the way. Now, batters scoring 300 plus. The last 2 years. Now, Ridoy's been trying to play that shot on quite a few occasions. Been missing it. Finally, he gets a nick through.
He's getting frustrated. He was trying to hit the ball too hard instead of really trying to manufacture the shots. There's understandable joy in this massive crowd. Playing it like a tennis shot, a volley. Goes through for the second run.
They got to try and do something here. Because 187 is the winning score here in Pallekele in T20 Internationals. 169 is the average first inning score. Now to get there, there's no pace. It's hard to play our shots. So this is what they need to do. Hit those gaps and try and run the opposition ragged. They've got to make a move. They can't leave it too late.
And the bowling has been tremendous. They've read this pitch so very well. 1 for 11 and 3 overs from Chanaka. Marvelous. Raised early in the innings, and then Bangladesh really not doing the right things, not asserting their authority at all.
Sri Lanka is in a position where he just leaves the ball in the middle of the pitch, and anyone who's picking it up is bowling brilliantly. There we go, and the wickets continue to fall. Naim Shaikh, I reckon he better keep walking.
Yeah, I think will be a wise option. He's talking to his partner, but that's him pretty much in front. And he's gone for it. Well, let's wait and see.
To the umpire director, he had a clear review for every W. Once he moves it out, to check to see it's a fair delivery. He starts the front position. First position coming up. Okay, it's coming up. They roll it. They're rolling. They pass it. Right on the and yes, confirmed it's a flat line. Oh, that is ball. Ball tracking management. Original position is out. Pitching outside leg stump. Immediately on Sri Lanka is Ravi. Recommend that you change the original position from out to not out. I'll let you know when you're on screen now. You can make this.
Well, what about that?
No one expected that. Not even Naim Shaikh.
Yes, at the last moment he decided to take that review and it's paid off. And he's got to take advantage of that. He's got a live, almost live, pitching outside leg.
Tommy Mike, got to take back my comment. I told him to keep walking.
Carter was still with the ball tracking. Have the surprises. Now he's becoming a little more proactive in his shot making. Hey, you can't die wandering. You've got to make.
You know what I was disappointed in was with the last delivery, they did not look for the second. Put your head down. Maybe the outfielder might feel the pressure. A knock-on gives you that opportunity. If the shots are not working for you, that's a way of trying to build that intensity.
The shots are definitely not working for Bangladesh. One hit to the fence. That tells you the firm grip the bowlers have.
Maybe Hassan Miraj caught on the back foot quite a few times. Just needs to open up that front hip so he can play to any other direction. But Tawhid Ridoy, he was crucial to Bangladesh's cause. Tasun Shanaka against Ridoy. That line, that length, he tries to play it. Just not getting it. Finally nicks one through the frustration building.
Well, the frustration is building for the two in the middle now. He goes, he's going to try and get a move on, but just getting the middle of the bat seems to be such a difficult task at the moment for the Bangladeshi batters.
I think the pressure is building and there's no clarity in what they're doing. The Trivandrum says he's bowling beautifully, but they need to try and pick what's coming from the hand. That was a full toss. And they get just the 5 singles in that over, 97 for 4.
And you can see in that list, the team, none of the batters have a strike rate of 140 or plus.
In fact, only one above 133, and that's Pervez Hossein Imon, who's played the least number of matches there.
Call for the second run. Misunderstanding once again. This is not on.
I thought there was 2. The throw was not on. You've got to try and make those mistakes or push for mistakes from the outfielders. Tasun Shanaka, how brilliant has he been? His slow balls, his line and length, so incredible. Even when Bangladesh started off strongly, it was Shanaka's introduction that actually changed the direction of this innings.
103rd match, I understand, from Azim. Only the 5th time that he's a
bowler. As captain of Sri Lanka, when he rarely bowled himself.
Now, just dropping short. Well, he's at least shown some effort to get a move on.
138 at this rate, I don't think it's going to be enough. 8 and over, 144. No, they got to get to those 10s and 11s now, with 5 overs remaining after this. If Tasun Shanaka bowls more, I think that adds a lot of value and balance to the Sri Lankan bowling attack. More options.
Well, trying to improvise, trying to innovate. That's not a bad ploy. As I mentioned earlier, just cannot around there, wait for the singles and the twos. You've got to go hit some to the boundary.
Sri Lanka also felt that there could be a bit of dew. It was a lot more humid today, Shamim. That was also a factor in them wanting to chase this evening.
And what a good decision it's turned out to be. That's for sure. But all credit to the manner in which the bowlers have adjusted to the requirements, particularly of the wicket. Read it very well. Short again. Now that has at last gone for 4. That will bring a lot of relief. The 100 comes up for Bangladesh.
First boundary after a couple of early wickets. You're in. You've got to stay competitive, and I think that's numbers around 160 at the moment. Maybe 11, 12 and over from here.
Reasonably good score, and they're on the way. Another boundary. So back boundaries. That is exactly what the doctor ordered.
From Dasun Shanaka, and Mehdi Hasan Miraj gets all of it. Now at least the thought process will change even from the bowlers. Srilanka. Probably alright. That's what you needed, an edge to go for 4. Maybe another edge to give you the edge.
Well, push and run. Safely done, the single. At last a big over for Bangladesh. 11 from that over. 108 for 4. Bangladesh started getting bogged down and really pressurized into not allowing the batters to go for the big shots. Do some clinical bowling is just use the field.
Say that because he doesn't play regularly. He's got to bide his time and wait because of one in Hasaranga. But each time he's been given that opportunity, he stands up and he bowls among wonderful quality to have, the resilience that he always shows.
Yeah, and also for the captain to have a player who doesn't play regularly, doesn't get the opportunities to produce the goods he has done. 1 for 20, his 4th over. Mehdi Hasan Miraj trying his best to use that onside, has not been able to penetrate the gaps.
And if you've noticed, none of the batters have been able to hit down the ground. No one's been able to use their feet to just prevent. That's because they're not picking him. They're not sure. So hence, sweep.
Problem they had with Wananda Hasaranga, and the replacement is equally good. Down the wicket, gets an edge. That's a drop. Bangladesh will take it. Very fortunate for a 9 shake there.
As I said, he comes down the wicket to have a go, but he didn't pick the wrong end. Too much of a deflection for Kusal Mendis, I'd say. He's done well to stop this running away to the boundary.
Yeah, he made up his mind that he was going to take him on. And in the process, the bowler bowling that beautifully. Oh, this is marvelous bowling from this young man.
The 5th and 6th bowlers for Sri Lanka spell. 1 for 22. They are the bowlers who always need to look to take on finally a boundary. Ends the 16th with Bangladesh on 116.
Food production levels of different lords.
Well, 111 for 4, and this is the 16th over. And Bangladesh has fallen back a little bit, going at little over 7 runs and over. We are down to the last 4 overs. Miraj 20 of 14, 19 of 19. Just going at a runner ball, which is not good. At the Raj striking at 140 plus, which is. This is Mahesh Deekshana. Good evening, Amir.
Good evening, Roshan. Good evening. It hasn't been a good evening for Bangladesh. They started off very promising. And they have to make these 4 overs count. They need to be around 160 to be able to challenge the batting lineup of Sri Lanka. Directed. It looks like the batsman is safely home. The third.
They generally don't take chances, do they, the umpires?
The umpire, the director, they have a referral for a run out. You think it's the best side on the please.
आउट माओ यार तो बस आधा घंटा आगे फोन की बॉल यार
Guys clearly made this ground for the wicket side proper. I have addition for the giant screen.
Well, not out, that's an easy decision. So at the moment, Sri Lanka won't be complaining. They just conceded 4 runs of the first 3 deliveries. It's about hitting boundaries from now on for Bangladesh.
Naeem start to express himself. He's been holding back. Like you suggested, run a ball is not.
Shanaka 4 overs 22. Van der Sar 25 runs in 4 overs. Bowled extremely well. They've done their bit. This is clever ball
Towards mid-wicket. Realize it's fuller in. It'll be dangerous to carry on.
Only a single. They want 2, but I think it's only a single, and they'll be happy with a single. And a brilliant 17th over by Mahesh Deekshana. 122 for 4.
मारो सब अरे खान की बोला सतर ओवर बनाने आकाशটা বলবো না আকাশটা জোরবো না আউট আউট ইয়ে ক্লিয়ার
Well, this is not the ideal. If you're looking at the graph, if you're looking at a Manhattan, by this stage you would want bigger buildings. The biggest have come in the power plays, but after that, T20 is so popular, and you play it in Halle. We had a 50-over game, one international. It was a good crowd, but if that was good, this is brilliant. Hardly as, in fact, I've been told the next 2 games too are sold out. Tushar it is, 1 for 15 of 2. Again starts off well. Only a single. Sri Lanka won't mind this at all.
Goes in the favor of a bowler. If it's done slightly earlier, realize that the batsman is looking for a ball which is delivered within the stumps. He followed the batsman. Presence of mind shown by Tushara. Important over this for Bangladesh.
Yeah, he tends to change his pace. That first delivery was 124. Now that is a gift. That's poor bowling. Short fine leg in the circle. You don't bowl at that pace. Pace of gentle full toss. Even he can't believe it. That's 4.
A better option for left-hander. It's got a slingy action. The ball is going to be directed towards stumps. You can improvise like that. And did it to bring some sort of a pressure on the bowler. Every moment is being cheered by this capacity crowd, making a lot of noise. Decibels are very high.
Fine leg on the boundary now.
আর এমন সময় কোনটা জানা স্যার
Fine leg on the boundary now. Oh, well bowled. Very well bowled. Great follow-up delivery.
bowled. I think this is what the slinger could do. He could tick that delivery. It was tipping on the left-hander and very nearly yorked himself. That will be called a wide, I think. No, it won't, because the batter had moved. So that's the reason why Hindi Hassan Miraj is not happy. But just look at him. Yes, he's moving. So the tram line also has moved with the batter. Face off. He's got to wait for eternity and the ball never arrives.
Well, he's been trying desperately to improvise. He's moving a lot in the crease and hasn't worked for him. Why not stay still and decide at the last moment how to find a boundary?
Really good dead bowling from Nuwan Tushara. He conceded a boundary, but he's come back so very strongly. He's just conceded 7 runs so far. Just look at that release and look at where he's looking to bowl. Full and wide, completely deceiving the right-hander.
That's what you expect from him. He's regarded as a T20 specialist. Bowls with a lot of control. And there are plenty of slingers produced by Sri Lankans. And it's great news. Cricket. Unorthodoxy is acceptable. Hit down the ground. With only a single chance. Survived. 130 for 4.
For 4. Diksha. He's got 1 over left. See the versatility about Diksha, we'll talk about it. He's Amir that he bowls in the power plays and he also comes on at the 10th. So this is very good because if you're able to bowl through the 3 phases of the game, whether you bowl in the middle or the power play or the end, tells you the value the bowler brings into the team.
You know, when you're bowling in T20 format, it's cutthroat for the bowlers. And as a bowler, you cannot afford to be predictable. And Diksha is nowhere close to that. He's so unpredictable. He's got so much guile and varieties that he keeps on surprising batters with different deliveries. But here was a gift to the batter. A low foot outside the off stump. And finally, Mehdi Hasan Miraj managed to score a boundary.
Well, they need a few of these. Miraj appears to be in a much better position than Naeem. Naeem is struggling, but Miraj is striking the ball well. Missed a few, but found the middle of the bat most of the time. That was almost 112 Ks for my sticks, and pushing it through quickly. Again, this time slices it. Should be taken. Charita Srilanka catches it. Miraj goes in the 19th over. Bangladesh lose their 5th wicket.
As a batter, you can't afford to take risks against Diksha. Yes, he offered a full toss, but you can't be greedy against him as a batsman. He was looking for another one. Offered an easy catch, which was nicely held. And that was wicket number 2 for Diksha, and Miraj goes for 29. It's 135 for 5.
One 135 for 5. Shamim Patwari is the new batter. Coming in at number 7. He's left with 9 legal deliveries.
Oh, well bowled again, completely deceived him. Need to take another look at that. He was done off the pitch. This is brilliant bowling, but first take a look at the wicket. And a fairly good catch by the captain.
Yeah, although he pulled the weight back to be able to hit the ball aerial over extra. But the ball was too full and there was not a lot of pace behind that one. Top dismissal.
At the moment, the options for the Bangladesh batters have been just singles. Yes, there was a boundary of the second ball, but Dixon has pulled it back with a wicket. And then 2 singles, he's conceded just 7. There was 1 delivery left in the over. Shamim on strike from round the wicket. Goes for the reverse. It's a very good shot and he gets a 6. Brilliant way to end the over for Shamim. 13 runs off it. Bangladesh down to the last 6 balls are 143 for 5.
143 খালি 19 ওভার 10 রান নিয়ে হেডাই বন্ধু 10 রান নিয়ে কি যে রান প্রথম রান উঠতেছিল ওই রান উঠলে এখন রান ওই থেকে 200 180 আমি ধরলাম যে 180 70-80 হবে ঠেকাইতে আর ইয়ের সময় ঠেকাই পারে না কিন্তু অন্ডে তারা 15 ওভার খেলতেই পারে না 40 ওভার
Right way down to the last over. 147.5.
He's been rated as a T20 specialist. Jameen Patwari. This man has struck. Singles aren't going to hurt. It has to be the biggest over of the innings if the Bangladeshis are to finish off strongly. That was an amazing stroke. Reverse sweep and went all the way. The reason why he got the elevation, that face was open, and that's why it went all the way.
Brilliant shot. Wonderful execution. Well bowled. Only a single. This is clever bowling. Really good bowling. You could see that Naeem is batting outside the crease. And what Nuwan Tushara is doing is he's going full onto that leg stump and cramping the batter. Well, we do know that Nuwan Tushara comes with a lot of huge reputation. These are the numbers of Shamim Hussain. His strike rate close to 125. Early days, 124 in fact. Average just under 20, but on Nuwan Tushara, he's now plays in the big leagues and bowls in different situations, bowls at the dead. Well bowled, completely outside the pitch.
Well, it worked against Tikshana, not necessarily. It was going to work against the slinger. No pace offered by the bowler on that occasion.
That's brilliant. What's going on? The batter simply having a word with umpire Ravindra. Now this is down to fine leg and it is gone all the way for 6.
150 on the board with a brilliant hit. His shot in height and then he went very low to be able to hit the ball aerial and behind the stumps. Well, that was the conjecture out there in the middle. It was fake fielding and he said he should be penalized. Seems like the umpire didn't see it.
Well, he didn't have the ball in his hand, but this is that follow-up. Tell you what, Shamim has hit 2 sixers and at a very important time for Bangladesh. They needed a little bit of a move on. That's full, 2 is a call. They should only get 1. In fact, he's crease. Shamim would have been well short of the crease because it was a fairly good return as well. So we're down to the last ball. 10 runs conceded in the over.
It's so good to see the crowd fully involved in this game. Every ball they make it an event. Electrifying atmosphere.
Last ball. And he plays it almost off the off stump. He wants to. And they will not have to. Because Noah Tushar has bowled another very good delivery. Bangladesh gets 11 of the last over. But I can tell you that Sri Lanka will be well pleased with their effort on the field. 154 for 5 is what Bangladesh gets at the end of 20 overs.
ওকে সব ধর্ষণ করতে হবে কুত্তার জাতেরা শালা কি খেলা কেনে নিয়ে গেছে শুয়োরের বাচ্চা লিটন খেললো না তারপরে আসলো কিটা লিটনের পরে আসলো আছেন